Good morning, welcome to week 2 of the Kenya training camp. Today I have a somewhat of a scary day. I'm not gonna lie, I have not been looking forward to this day. Today is a double threshold day. Now I've done double thresholds before at home, but I've never done one at altitude. And given that it's only my 10th day at altitude, it could go very, very wrong. Oh, okay, there's only one way to find out. So I have about 5 minutes to get ready before we have to catch a car and head over to Moyseyev Road. So without further ado, let's get myself ready. Usually I would use Lucozade from carton for my hydration / energy demands during these runs on Moyseyev Road, but I have not been able to find one in Iten yet. I got him in Eldoret for the past 2 weeks. So I have to solely rely on electrolytes and water. Now, if I was doing a long run, then yes, that would be an issue. And yes, during threshold workouts, I do like to have glucose in me whilst I'm doing these kind of workouts because I'm able to push myself more that way. But given that that's only a short enough workout, I think it's only kind of 7 or 8k of actual like intense running. The rest is kind of warm up, so maybe total of maybe 13k-ish. I'm not too concerned. I refuel myself afterwards and try to find the glucose thing for my second session, which is the 5 mile. But what I do always have is caffeine. I am a fiend for caffeine. I need caffeine before any workout, especially morning workouts here. I don't mind the easy runs because like I can go straight for bed after that. But for workouts, anything intense, I do need my caffeine. And as always, it's White Monster. Good morning, sir. How are you? I'm gonna vlog today because today's my first training day.
It's the first pain day?
Yeah, I was double threshold. I haven't done one on elevation before.
Oh shit, here we go.
So like I've done doubles before, but doubles at elevation, for some reason I just know it's gonna hit me like a mofo, especially tomorrow once I'm recovering. Good morning, sir.
How are you?
How are you?
You're good?
Good, how are you?
Ready to go?
Ready to go as always.
Champion. Always ready.
So we're on Moyseyev Road, which is perhaps the most famous road in Iten. It is used primarily for long runs. It goes straight for 25 kilometers and it's nice gradual decline over kind of those 25 kilometers. So it's nice for long runs and runs like these. Now it is like 6:30 in the morning and you would think it's nice and early, you know, people are only starting off their runs. No, by Kenyan standards it's late. Most of the runs will be starting around like 5:30, 6 o'clock, purely because it gets very, very hot very, very quickly on this road. So starting this late may be somewhat silly on our behalf, but my workout is rather short. It's not like the long run I was doing on Saturday, so I should be fine. Hello, sir. How are we?
The big man.
How are we? Hello, sir.
Morning.
Morning. Hi. How are you?
Mr. Evans, how are we?
Fine. Getting ready.
Getting ready?
Yeah.
What shoes are you wearing?
This is Puma.
Puma. Do you like Puma?
Yeah.
What's more important, the shoe or the runner? The runner.
Sometimes now it's the shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to go now.
Get the magical caffeine into you.
Yeah.
I'll fly one.
Everything has changed.
Oh jeez. But no shoes are quicker. These are the quickest. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Angles.
Keep moving, man. Good job. Looking strong, good.
Workout finito. 3 by 8 minutes, felt it. It was not easy. Legs were fine. My lungs were not having fun though, but given that it's first proper speed workouts at altitude, I'm pretty happy. For the first like 5 minutes of each rep, I found it hard to get my heart rate up. It was stuck at like 150, 160, but then for the last 10 minutes it would finally go up to the LT1 level for me, so I was happy enough with that. Other than that, solid workout, another minute of rest, and then we go into a 3k warm down, and that's AM session done.
Very strong. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, training for shorter distances is a bit more intense because a lot of it is just speed work based, but having shorter training sessions, being able to sit in the car for a bit, it's also a big win, so I'm not really complaining.
Oh boy.
Cooked?
Oh, that was a good one.
How was it?
Finally, after 3 sessions, finally happy with the session.
Good.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Well, happy for you, man.
Thank you.
So I just checked out my stats. I was averaging about 345 for the 8-minute reps. Pretty happy with that. Could I push myself a bit harder? Yes, but I'm still somewhat apprehensive to push myself 100% of this session because I have another session later on. I'm gonna be conservative and see how it feels. Let's go. Thank you very much, sir. Good session? Tough. We may be a bit late for breakfast, but we're gonna chance it. I really need some porridge and peanut butter in me right now. I can't even describe how hungry I am. So I was up talking, I was like, those pancakes were so good. It's 9:40, morning session done. Oh, who is that Poseidon?
Oh, I see it.
Hello there.
What are you up to?
What vlogging today?
What should I do right now?
Just do a backflip. Wow! So cool. Now I'm gonna do a bit of a relaxation and recovery. Gonna jump into a sauna, get some circulation going through those legs, have a little nap after that, and be ready for the session number 2 in the afternoon. One of the coolest things about being in a camp like this is that like everything is just within like a few meters of a walk of your room. Pool for relaxation, swimming. You have sauna, you have gym, track is just down the road. So everything is just pretty much optimized for you to be able to train anytime you want and as much as you want. So this is the sauna facility. Currently it's 81 degrees. You can go up to about 100, which is pretty nice, pretty solid. I'm gonna do about 30 minutes inside. Go for the pull dip afterwards. This is the sauna itself here. Whoop. Pretty handy, pretty warm. I'm gonna turn off the camera because my camera's gonna overheat otherwise.
That's graceful.
Was that graceful, yeah?
Yeah, that's good, mate.
Sauna done, nice and refreshed. Now the main objective for the next few hours is going to be getting as much liquids in me as possible, as well as electrolytes, because between the morning session and sauna I lost a lot of liquids from my body, so I need to replenish them so I won't be dying during the session in the afternoon. So I'd say I'll be aiming to get around 3 or 4 liters into me. The plan of action for the next few hours is going to Iten village, gather some supplies, get some Lucozade for the session in the afternoon because I just need some sugars. Looking stylish, bro.
Feeling good.
Oh, what are you wearing?
$5 t-shirt.
Is that Gucci?
Yes. Gucci shorts.
Big dog. What was your session?
Well, it was hang on to as far as possible of 19 to 20 kilometres, and I managed the first 10 and a half, and then another 5 and a half,
What pace?
and then 3:27, and then 3:35-ish. The other 5 and a half.
We saw you, we were just leaving Moyseyev Road and I saw you weren't warming up. We were out, but you were like in the zone.
She's locked in.
Yeah. You're dialed in. How was your session?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah.
Was it 20k?
20k, yes.
320?
Average 332.
Nice.
Look at me to normal.
That's big. That's big.
It won't get
So I'm back from the shop. I'm going to do a little grocery haul. The main purpose of the haul for today was getting as much sugar and caffeine as possible for the next few days, for the next few sessions. The main energy drink that I'm using at the moment are these Lucozade Boosts. They're not fizzy, but they're just full of sugar. The only reason I'm using these and not using gels or any powders is because I was a silly banana and I did not bring any with me because I assumed I'd be able to buy them here. But I am able to buy them here, but they're ridiculously expensive. So I'm relying on these. At the end of the day, sugar gets the job done. The only thing is like I cannot drink it straight because it's almost like syrup. It's a bit too strong. So whenever I do have it for a workout, I dilute it like 2 parts to 1. So 2 parts Lucozade, 1 part water. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I also got a Ribena. No particular reason why. It's very much the same in terms of sugar. So I'll be also diluting it and just drinking it. At the end of the day, when you're working out, past digestion sugars are more or less the same. Yes, the isotonic drinks, which will have some salt and fructose and maltodextrose, will be slightly better. Gonna hit the energy systems a bit quicker, but this will get the job done. And I would say that Ribena might be slightly better than Lucozade because it would have some fructose. For caffeine, I'm going for sugar-free Red Bull. Now the reason I didn't go for the sugar one, which would make sense, you know, sugar, energy and all of that, I just don't like the taste. I would prefer White Monster, but I could not find any here. And the only place I could find White Monsters here in Kenya were in the shopping mall in Eldoret. And I'm not going there for the next few days at least, or a week at least. So I will be only using Red Bulls for the morning sessions, for the big sessions. Tuesday, Thursday and Friday long run. In the afternoon, I don't like caffeine, even though it would be nice to get a bit of a kick up the bum because it will mess around with my sleep. And during training camp, sleep is my number one means of recovery. I do not want to be messing around with that. Then number two, just some biscuits, some snacks for in between, some Coca-Cola. Once again, caffeine, sugar. Not the biggest fan, but it's nice to have some sugar around. And then whilst I'm here, I'll just do a little breakdown of what else I have here. During training camp, I like to increase my protein intake. Usually I like to have it around 1.5 grams per pound. With the diet I'm having here, maybe getting 0.8 grams per pound, which is still quite a lot, but I do like to be in around that 1.2, 1.5 range when I'm in training camp, because personally, I do find myself performing better when I do hit those kind of goals. So I have some protein over here. There was no specific reason I got this brand or whatever, it's just because it was the only one available. So far, it's pretty good, decent taste, mixes well with water. I would usually have 2 scoops around lunchtime and 2 scoops in the evening. Those 4 scoops will give me about 100 grams, and then everything else I have during the day will bring me up to that desired 1.2, 1.5 of protein per pound of body weight. Now food is in me. It is 1:45. Unfortunately, we weren't able to secure a speed suit for the session later on, but it is what it is. I'm sure I'll be able to find one later on. For the time being, I'm gonna have a little hour nap and get ready for the run session later on. The morning session is catching up on me and I'm feeling quite tired. Power nap done. I had one of those naps when you wake up and you don't know what century you're in. So you know it's a good sign. It's a good nap. I don't feel too stiff. Like my legs are like, they're not super fresh, but they're not like dead. I keep them like a 6 out of 10. I think right now it's very important for me to get some salt into me. I could feel my throat being dry. If my throat is dry and dehydrated, that's a very clear sign that I haven't had enough liquids in me. And being dehydrated going into a speed session in heat is a very silly thing to do. I'm not gonna lie, okay? It smells quite pungent, like jet fuel style. And I'm not sure if it's just like this variation of Lucozade or just Lucozade in general. Because like the only Lucozade I do drink back home is the Lucozade Sport, the electrolyte. In this bottle there's gonna be about like 100 grams of carbs. So yeah, it is a interesting way of getting the carbs in during the workout, but sugars are sugars. They're going to be fast digesting, will be giving me that energy that I need during the workout. One thing that I always kind of notice to myself when it comes to fancy hydration, fancy gear, stuff like that. If you go back 20, 30, 40 years back in sport, people were running very, very, very fast. Very, very, very far. Without a lot of fancy gear, hydration, nutrition, blah, 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 focusing just on basics. So if they were able to do that back then, without the assistance of all of that, I will be able to survive on this and perform well as well. So, like, if you're looking for excuses not to train or whatever, you always find one. You can still taste it being somewhat syrupy, but definitely much more enjoyable, much more pleasant. I wouldn't say enjoyable, definitely much more pleasant and easier to digest. So the session on the books today is 5 by 1 mile with 90-second rest. I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel, but there's only one way to find out. It's by doing it. Let's go. So the first video was a complete lie, and this is actually how the training session started. As you can see, it is raining, and that is because for the first half of the session, it was lashing raining. But you know what? We work with the weather conditions we have, we get the sessions done. Now you see me talking, making moves, but no audio is coming out, and that is because I'm a silly banana and I did not plug in my mic correctly. Hence, you have a lot of nice footage with 0 audio. So please do enjoy my voiceover. So for the first like 4 reps of the session, I was not really able to get my heart rate up. It just kept being in low 140s, 150s, and I was just not able to get it to the LT2 heart rate zone for me, which was very annoying because I wasn't able to hit the heart rate range for the LT2 session or the paces. Like, I was putting in all the effort, I was pushing my legs, and there was just nothing coming out of it. Now I'm not sure if it's because on Monday I just pushed myself a bit too much and I was just going in cooked on Tuesday for the 2 threshold sessions, or because I pushed myself a bit too much during the morning session. Either way, the legs were not responding for the speed. I was maybe hitting 345s, 350s average, which is okay given the altitude and all, but it just felt like I was not moving at all. And same for the heart rate.
Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
Now, as you can see by my confused face during the breaks and my dying face during the actual runs, I had no idea what was happening and I was suffering. But regardless, at the end of the day, we got the session done, even though it's pretty ugly. As you can see, I'm on the floor, I'm dying, I'm suffering, but it is done. We learn from the mistakes and we keep moving forward. Session done. It was hard, I'm not gonna lie. The one thing that kind of surprised me, my heart rate was not going up for the first like 4 reps. It was in like 140s, low 150s. And what I think it was is just me being cooked from yesterday and this morning, because I think yesterday I did like 21, 22k, which is just a bit too much a day before big day like today. So for next week, I'll do an easier day on Monday. So I'll be fresh for a threshold on Tuesday. Other than that, I'm pretty happy, feeling pretty fresh right now. But say once I wake up tomorrow, I'll feel all the pain in the world. But overall, pretty solid first double threshold at altitude. Plenty of lessons learned, plenty of things to improve. Let's go. Our resident coach here. Coach, tell me, what are your thoughts on this session?
I can visibly see he might have gone a little bit too hard this morning because he was looking good and then he was looking a little bit laboured today. So yeah, for next week I reckon a tiny bit easier in the morning and then push the evening harder. But overall, he suffered, so yeah, he got the job done.
And how was your session today?
Man, I've been here for 3 weeks now and this is finally my first session where I felt good. Way better than any session I've had. So yeah, if you ever do altitude, just stick with it because it can take 2-3 weeks to feel good.
Just for context, Coach Tommy over here, he's doing a half marathon next week.
Yes, Valencia half.
Valencia half, he's going to run sub 60.
Plus 12 minutes.
Yeah. So, and then the big one is the full marathon, also in Valencia.
In 6 weeks' time, and then yeah, hopefully I can beat my PB of 2:32. Yeah.
That's fast.
We'll give it a go.
Let's go.